So you got to get those guys early. That's your only chance, because otherwise they just get stronger and stronger. I mean, Verlander over the years has proven that in the 6th, 7th, 8th inning, he's like smells that blood, that complete game, that shutout or whatever, and he puts it in that extra gear. So you got to try to get him when he's just kind of cruising before he really puts it in there.
It had to feel good to go so deep into a game. I don't think you had been that far into a game since June.
It's been a while, yeah. And ultimately when you're playing this late in the season, it's like any extra out I can squeak out of myself is worth 2 in the bullpen. Because we know that it's we do have a lot of guys now with the call-ups and everything, but being able to preserve guys like Ernesto and Jepson, in those power late inning strikeout roles, if you can get through the game without having to use those guys, then that's really strategically awesome, because then they can throw tomorrow or the next day or whatever, and they're that much more fresh.
What does it say to you that you guys are playing like this right now in the September?
Well, it's about how you finish, obviously, and that's the classic thing everybody says. But the season's not over today. It's not over tomorrow. We still have a couple weeks that we have to continue to play like this in order to get where we want to get. And it's like Texas isn't slowing down, and neither are any of these other teams that we're chasing. So Oakland's not really slowing down. We had a good series against them, but they won the last couple games. They beat Felix yesterday, so we're conscious of that. We have to really try to make the most out of each day and try to win that game. Especially, look, if we come out and swing the bats like we have been, and the pitching has obviously been doing a lot better. It takes a little bit of pressure off of us when we score 4 or 5 runs right out of the gate the first 2 innings like that. It's like the best gift you can get as a pitcher. And a couple months ago, like maybe a month ago, I would have the way I was going, 4 runs might not have helped me that much, but tonight it was enough, and I just really got to try to keep this momentum up and pitch better the next time.
Do you think there was a turning point for you guys
in the season, or?
Yeah, I guess in hindsight you can look at the 4-game sweep.
Everybody tries to make a 2-hour movie out of the season, but the reality is 162 games is extremely hard to document. There's so many ups and downs. It's just more. It's like the stock market. It's doing something every day, but you don't know what it's going to be, and that's. I like to use metaphors, and I always think about it like this season. You have to have certain tools, but you're building something, in order to build a 90-win, a 95-win season or something like that, which is kind of what everybody starts spring training, 90, 95, 100. That's what you're going to have to get into the playoffs, really, even with this format. It's like every good quality game is like a brick, and those guys that are consistent in the lineup or in the rotation, those are like the pillars, and you kind of build around those things. And my biggest contribution this year has been the innings and trying to just go out there and stay in the rotation and not miss starts and stuff. And, we got Trout and Torrey and Howie and Albert. A lot of those guys they're swinging the bat, driving guys in all the time. Kendrys, those are the guys that we build our offense around. And Trumbo obviously as well, 30 home runs. So you have turning points. Like last night was a great thing to get a series win. Like these first 2 games now, with a little bit of momentum from the 9th inning last night carries into today. Right. First inning, bam, 4 runs. So I don't know. It's momentum, but it's not turning points, if that makes sense, because it's like it swings. It's not just one particular thing. Right. So you don't have one player, one game that changes everything, but it's like you get a really good feeling every time that one of those good things happens, because you just feel like a freight train just speeding up and going the right direction.
These last 2, 3, 4 starts for you, how much has it been? You talked about a couple outings ago, which was just keeping it simple.
Yeah, like this start I prepared a little bit more in terms of the opposition, obviously, because I'd faced them. Some of the guys have had pretty good success. Some of the guys have had good success. It's the cat and mouse thing constantly, where it's like you strike a guy out, then he comes up and hits a single the next time because he doesn't try to hit a home run. So, baseball is like really the ultimate chess match, because you're just constantly going back and forth with that stuff. But I know what I did wrong, but I'm not worried about that. I'm not even worried about it tonight. Like, I did a good job tonight, but it doesn't matter anymore. Like, the game's already over. We have a game at 12:35 tomorrow. I pitch in a couple days against Oakland, so I just I got to get ready. That's really all there is to it. It's just staying on the gas pedal and looking forward to the next thing.
What did you think of Trout's catch at the end? Pretty good capstone.
He's the best. It's amazing. Some people, I guess, I hate to use this word, but some people are going to player hate because he's just that good. He's that good. That's all there is to it. Like his highlight reel catches, his home runs, his base stealing, like his batting average, like it speaks for itself. There's nothing I can say that's going to make any better point than any of that stuff.
You ever seen a cooler ending to the game than that?
Last night was pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess.
Anytime you walk off, I guess it's really cool. But the funniest thing is that obviously he's kind of his own little bookend with the home run leading off and then robbing the home run to end it. So that's kind of funny in its own way.
Yeah.
Easy for a sports writer.
I hope so. God, if you guys can't write superlatives about Trout and how good he is and how well our team's been playing, then you guys might need to pass the baton. Take a knee.
I'll find a way to fuck it up.